Thank you for joining us on this channel. Our camera crew today is 2 guys instead of 1, and so they're really quick on that action thing, weren't they?
They are.
They like almost caught me off guard there. I was like, what? Already?
I know. Action.
So it's kind of funny. This is our guest today. Her name's Jennifer.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to go about, today it's a little different. We're going to kind of do the guest in studio or guest outside. This is my favorite room. This is what I tell everybody. This is my favorite room, even though we're cold.
Yes.
We can use some beverages, but it's as good. Still my favorite place to be. We're going to read God's Word today. We're just going to interact a little bit and try it up and see how we like it. If you don't mind if I go ahead and just read everything?
Yes, please.
And then we'll just go ahead and talk about things. So we always have a part 1 and a part 2, right?
Right.
So part 1 is just the reading. So we'll do that first. And then we'll have these guys do their magic and throw us off guard again, and we'll do part 2.
Okay,
and then
that
sounds
sounds good.
We'll
I've
have all the
never
talking
been
and
like this before. It's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
It's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm always like watching the YouTube. I'm the YouTube watcher. Now I'm the YouTube person.
Now you're
on
in
there.
YouTube.
Oh no!
Now it's like you're gonna see 5 people. 5 million people are going to watch this eventually over time. This is why I do it. It's like it's fun for me because everything takes time, right? Mm-hmm. It takes time to get going. It takes kind of age and all this other stuff. But I like the interaction with other people and with people on YouTube and all other good stuff. So this is part 1. So we're just going to read right through it. We're going to get over this. And then part 2 is we're going to have the guest appearance. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. And maybe somebody could get some hot coffee or tea. All right, let's go. Is she still sitting here? I don't know about this crew, man. Do we pay these guys? No? Oh, that's what I get what you pay for. All right, so here we go. Genesis chapter 25. This is in the NIV version because it's always my, outdoorsy Bible. It's the special cover. Put a pin in that. I want to ask you about that later on. Remember about the special cover. That's all I got to remember.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so we're talking about Genesis chapter 25. All right, Abraham took another wife, whose name was Keturah. She bore him Zimran. Oh, man, these names. Guys, these names kill me. Zimran, another guy, too. Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Jokshan was the father of Sheba and Dedan. The descendants of Dedan were the Asherites, the Letshuites, and the Leumites. Okay. The sons of Midian were Epher, Hanok, Abidah, and Eldah. All these were descendants of Keturah. All right, Abraham left everything he owned to Isaac, but while he was still living, he gave gifts to the sons of his concubines and sent them away from his son Isaac to the land of the east. Altogether, Abraham lived 175 years. Then Abraham breathed his last and died at a good old age, an old man and full of years, and he was gathered to his people. His sons Isaac, Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah near Mamre, in the field of Ephron, son of Zor, the Hittite. The field Abraham had bought from the Hittites. Okay. There Abraham was buried with his wife Sarah. After Abraham's death, God blessed his son Isaac, who then lived near Beer-lahai-roi. Man, these names. Gee. We're not even... Okay, we're almost halfway there. Okay, this is the account of Abraham's son Ishmael, whom Sarah's maidservant Hagar, the Egyptian, bore to Abraham. These are the names of the son of Ishmael, listed in the order of their birth. Oh! Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael, Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa were the sons of Ishmael. And these were the names of the 12 tribal rulers according to their settlements and camps. altogether, Ishmael lived 137 years. He breathed his last and died, and he was gathered to his people. His descendants settled in the area of Havilah to Shur, near the border of Egypt, as you go toward Ashur. And they lived in hostility towards their brothers, to all their brothers. This is the account of Abraham's son Isaac. Abraham became the father of Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he married Rebekah, daughter of Bethuel, the Armenian, from Paddan Aram, and sister of Laban the Aramean. Oh, man. Isaac prayed to the Lord on behalf of his wife because she was barren. The Lord answered his prayer, and his wife Rebekah became pregnant. The babies jostled each other within her, and she said, "Why is this happening to me?" So she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said to her, "The two nations are in your womb, and two peoples from within you will be separated. One people will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger." When the time came time for her to give birth, there were twin boys in her womb. The first came out was red, and his whole body was like a hairy garment. So they named him Esau. After this, his brother came out with his hand grasping Esau's heel. So he was named Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when Rebekah gave birth to them. The boys grew up, and Esau became a skillful hunter, a man in the open country, while Jacob was a quiet man, staying among the tents. Isaac, who had a taste for wild game, loved Esau, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Once, when Jacob was cooking some stew, Esau came in from the open country, famished. He said to Jacob, "Quick, let me have some of that red stew. I'm famished." That is why he was also called Edom. Edom is how you spell that. Edom. Jacob replied, "First, sell me your birthright." "Look, I'm about to die," Esau said. "What good is my birthright to me?" But Jacob said, "Swear to me first." So he swore an oath to him, selling his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau some bread and some of the lentil stew. He ate and drank, and then he got up and left. So Esau despised his birthright. Okay, end of the reading. Now, stay for part 2, because there's a lot happening in this chapter. I mean, it was short, and it really makes it longer when you kind of stumble over people's names. But a lot of good information here, and it's interesting, and we'll have some interesting commentary too. So stick around for chapter 2. Thank you for joining us today. Wherever you're at, whenever you're at, please be good to each other, to your neighbors. Be a good neighbor to somebody, and love somebody. All right? Have a good one. God bless you guys.